Hello, classy people. Wayne Bolden from the Speed King channel. As always, turn your closed caption on. And of course, if you want our tip sheet, this weekend, we got a lot of races this weekend. Please email me at speedking24@yahoo.com. And of course, subscribe, ring the bell, and comment. My favorite part, I answer each and every one of them. And if you need to send me an email, again, speedking24@yahoo.com. I want to thank everybody for buying shirts and our tip sheets. Really helps support our channel a whole bunch. And we're back at Keeneland, right? I mean, does racing get any better than Kentucky? It just doesn't. I'm sorry, maybe I'm biased again. But we're here to take a look at the 7th race on Saturday. It's the Grade 1 Madison Stake, 7 furlongs, 500,000 for 4-year-olds and up, fillies and mares, going 7 panels, like I said, for $500,000. And you have a full field of 10. So we're going to run through these fairly quickly. I have an opinion in here, which is strong as always. Everybody knows I'm an offensive player. I'm not a defensive player. So I make calls, right? And I really don't know what other handicappers are doing for the folks that says to me that this handicapper is doing that. I don't look at that stuff. I mean, to be honest with you. Not that I don't respect them. Of course I do. I respect everybody's opinion. That's what our whole channel was built on. Respect for each other, a place to come, and that kind of thing with decency and respect. I just don't have the time, as you well know. I have a full-time job, everybody knows, and I put out 10 to 15 videos a week along with tip sheets. So I don't have time to sit there and consume content. So, I mean, I don't know what other handicappers are doing, and I have an opinion, and I express it. That's all. So, again, you know, we do what we do. I just put it to you like that. But again, the 7th race, once again at Keeneland, in my opinion, is just a beautiful, beautiful Grade 1 race for 500,000. We'll run through them fairly quick because it's a full field and we're getting close to Saturday. And I want to get these races out of the way. And none no better than the number 1, Sela. Sela, 7 wins from 14 starts. No, you didn't. Can you spend any more time on the number 1 horse, right? Oh, I don't want to see you Speed King classy people knock Sela. Well, here is a filly, 4-year-old, Louisiana bred. I mean, Brinkman doing the training and the calling from the booth. Brian Hernandez is up riding a 2-game winning streak. Speed figures they're good, but not good enough in this race. Y'all can't knock her, but your Speed King can. I think Sela's a wonderful, wonderful filly for sure by California Chrome. Needs no introduction for her daddy, that's for sure. But she's overmatched in this spot. I mean, she did win 50% of her race. Now, how do you say that, right? I mean, of course she's a nice filly. And if you like her, you can. You know, you're going to get rewarded at the window at 20 to 1. But the fact of the matter is she's about 5 or 6 lengths slower than the best horses in this race, in my opinion. So that's why I'm throwing Sela off the ticket. Well, the second horse in the race, or the number 2 horse, I shouldn't say the second horse. The number 2 horse in this race is Center Isle. And again, don't need any introduction by your Speed King. Center Isle is a fine, fine mare in her own right for sure. She's done nothing wrong in the last 8 starts. She's only won 4 of them and ran third 3 times for 260,000. Lobo is doing the training, and you got my guy Louis Saez up. So again, Center Isle is a great odds here at somewhat around 12 to 1. Buy into Mischief, the sire, and the grandsire is Empire Maker. I mean, can you get bred any better than the number 2 Center Isle? You cannot. And again, you know, the speed figures are a little suspect, but this horse is making his 5-year-old debut, likely race, won 50% of them, been in the money 95% of the time, you know, and they paid $1.5 million for Center Isle. That's what I said. They paid a lot of money for this here fine mare. And again, she's actually delivered. I mean, I don't think they recouped their $1.5 million back yet, but they're probably on their way. If not, they'll get it in the breeding shed, that's for sure. And again, Center Isle, we're going to have to look past here just because her numbers don't line up with some of the top horses. And that top horse in this race would be the number 3, Ladies Rocket. Well, hey, if the number 1, Sela, and Center Isle, the number 2, want to do some work, they're going to have to talk to the number 3 horse, Lady Rocket, because she's just that. The old Rocket horse has 11 starts, 6 wins, 3 seconds, and 1/3, trained by the untouchable barn of Brad Cox and all his merry horses. Well, this is a merry horse, Lady Rocket. Lady Rocket ain't taking no prisoners tomorrow in the 7th race. She's 5-2 on the morning line. She's won 6 of 11. She's by tails of the cat. No, you did not just said by tails of the cat. Oh, my, my, my. And Irad Ortiz, and this one is making her 5-year-old debut. And if she run any of her last 2 speed figures, she smashes this field. I think she should be bigger, stronger, and faster. Very likely race 5-year-old. And it's done nothing wrong in the flat mile, cutting her back to 7 panels. No problem. She'll get it done like that. She's obviously a big win contender in here, and probably will be my top pick. Lady Rocket is just that, a flat-out rocket for the merry barn of Brad Cox and all his big-head horses. Number 3 is very serious here. The number 4 horse, well, again, here's another horse that is pretty hard to take a negative position on in terms of what she's done in her life, okay? She's done nothing wrong again. Just one time. Just one time is a very, very viable horse. Again, in her own right, a very nice horse. 6 starts and 5 wins. Let me see you Speed King people knock that. You can't. I mean, even 4 Graces couldn't get next to her in the last grade 2 race that she won inside Information Stakes right there at beautiful Gulfstream Park, grade 2 for $200,000. She beat them down that day, making her 4-year-old debut. This is a 2nd race off the layoff. There's 70 days from that race to now. Apparently that time between races don't matter, according to Mr. Palmer. Okay, so again, just one time has 8-1. I mean, here's a very nice horse. How can y'all knock her? Y'all can't knock her, but your Speed King can. This is how I'm going to knock just one time, just like this. Speed figures are horrible relative to the horses that I think what it's going to take to win this race. Okay. Now, her individually, collectively riding a 3-game, a 3-game winning streak. You can't knock her. She's done nothing wrong. Just one time. Individually. Okay, because I compare horses to themselves, not to other horses when I analyze a race. Take and write that down. Okay, most people compare horses to each other. I don't do that. I compare them to themselves. How they've run in the past and how I think they're going to run today versus what it's going to take to win the race. New concept, right? Well, maybe not. Learned that from Lynn Ragusin, rest his soul. So again, just one time, I mean, she deserved all the respect she can get, winning 5 of 6. And I'm not here to knock her. I'm just saying in this particular race, I just don't think that she's up to it to beat these horses, and I'm going to have to pass on her. But her of herself, she's done nothing wrong. But me, out. I just threw her out. The number 5 horse, Belle's the One. Well, she just very well may be. Belle's the One, trained by Peas and... No, it isn't. Say it ain't true. Is that Corey Lannery? Y'all know the Speed King rule with my flawed self. Anytime you're Kentucky racing, I don't care what circuit it is in Kentucky, your first assignment is to always find out what Corey Lannery is. Maybe one of the most underrated jockeys of all time, okay? Again, and no one can ride the Kentucky circuit, in my opinion. That's all. Better than Corey Lannery, unless you bring Pat Day back, who was the man, the myth, and obviously the legend. Right? So again, Belle's the One, has 11 wins from 22 starts. No, you didn't just say it. I'm just saying Belle's the One is 50%, right? Peason has done a beautiful job, winning $1.5 million. And this horse is by majestic perfection. And again, Landry's in the orange. This horse is making her 6-year-old debut off of a 147-day layoff. Obviously, he's already won over this racetrack at 6 panels last year. And obviously, he's going to be one of my top picks. Belle's the One to me. is the one to me. The number 6 horse, well, again, Kamara is a very nice horse. And let me see you fancy Speed King people knock the number 6 Kamara. 12 starts, 7 wins. 12 starts, 7 wins, 2 seconds and 1/3 for 800,000. Wesley Ward. Do I need to say anything else? Obviously, Kamara is a top mare in this race, right? And again, you see Wesley Ward and you see Tyler Gaffleone over there sitting in the odds. The horse is by money. It came off of a 117-day layoff, made her 5-year-old debut on March 3rd, second race off the layoff 27 days ago. Fresh fit, shouldn't have knocked her out. Rosario's was up that day, and Gaffleone is up this day, right? Now, can you knock her? No, you can't knock her. Do I like her? No. Why? Because she's 2-1, and her speed figures are horrible relative to some of these. But again, can anybody get them ready better than Corey Landry, than Wesley Ward? Nope. Why? So she'll be one of my top 3 picks. This is a very, very fine horse, Kamara. I'm not going to make her my top pick. She'll probably be my 3rd pick for sure. And we talked a little bit about the number 7 horse. One of my favorite horses, 4 Graces, who appears to be overmatched in this race, has won 4 of 11. Ian Wilkes is our trainer. Leparoux is in the orange. Speed figures are 2 or 3 rungs below these here. Done nothing wrong. She's 15-1. If you like her, you're going to get rewarded. Me, personally, in this spot, I'm throwing the number 7, 4 Graces off the board. Club card. Well, here's another old-timer, 6-year-old mare. She's done nothing wrong. I tell you, Cal Brook is our trainer. Hernandez is in the orange. She's by Malibu Moon. The number 8 club card has 5 wins from 24 starts. But to me, appears to be a little overmatched. Now, again, if you like her, she's 15-1. You're getting what you like. The number 9, Calypso, again, another nice, lightly raced 4-year-old by Brody Calls, by my guy Steve Asmussen, doing the training from the Caller Boot. Got one of my favorite turfway riders up. Darrell Corrales is in the odds. He's over at Keeneland, of course. And you know he's always hustling that boy. This horse exits the Santa Monica Grade 2 on February 5th and ran 3rd behind Marriott and CC. That's nothing. Calypso's a very, very fine horse, the number 9. And 2 back in the La Brea Stakes Grade 1. The horse went gate to wire. So again, I'm not going to tell you that you should throw Calypso off the ticket, you know, if you're playing exactors and trifactors. But this horse was previously trained by Bob Baffert. Obviously, the owners are moving a lot of those horses. And this is the first time under Steve Asmussen tutelage, this here fine 4-year-old by Brody Calls. Is running out of the Asmussen barn. Now remember this, Brody Calls is a Grade 1 winner as a 3-year-old. Like I said, back in the La Brea Stakes, this horse went darn near gate to wire. It set off the thing and ran right by him. Brilliant Cat was in that race and ran right by him at 8-1. Came back February in the Santa Monica Grade 2 and ran 3x6 behind Marathon CC. There's nothing to shake a stick at. Now, what you have to be careful about with Calypso is that Steve Asmussen probably had this horse the last 30 or 45 days, and Asmussen is Asmussen. Corrales is a tremendous rider, and I know he's trying to break on the national scene. We know what he could do over there at Turfway Park. Don't need no introduction by your Speed King. So again, I would use Calypso, the number 9, underneath. Very nice horse. This is a Grade 1 winner, y'all. Okay, Calypso's a Grade 1 winner. I'm not mad at you. The number 10 horse, 'Tis Splendid News. Well, here is some news that the Splendid horse is a very, very fine horse at 15-1 on the bottom by McLean Music. Guess who's the trainer, y'all? There's that man, Mama, Wesley Ward. He knows what to do. Kamara is in the orange. That's right. That's the kid up from Canada, Woodbine area. And the number 10, 'Tis Splendid News, has 8 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds. Paid $100,000 for this horse by McLean Music. And the first thing you think of is Jackie Warrior, or at least I do. And of course, this horse is extremely speedy, which means what? It's going to be on the engine. The number 10 is the engine. There's your keys. If you're looking for keys to the engine, it's the number 10 horse in this race. Now, are the speed figures in line here? They are absolutely in line here to run big and run bigger with some of these horses in here. But you're going to have to really rock it out of there and try to get this done for sure. To me, the horse is just a cut and a half below, but I wouldn't be mad at you if you love this horse. This horse is going to be out the gate quick, fast, and in a hurry. 'Tis splendid news. So, there it is, folks. Your Speed King then did your Madison Grade 1 at Keeneland. There is highly, highly competitive racing here. And my top pick has to be, I tell you right now, Brad Cox and his Merry Horse with Irad up. I have to take Lady Rocket. This horse's last race is just tremendous. So we're going to take the number 3 horse, obviously. And our second pick is going to be, that's right, Bell's the One with Corey Lannery and Mr. Neil Peason doing the signal calling for sure. I mean, it would be a little disingenuous if we didn't use Kamara in the number 6, but it's almost disingenuous for me not to think that the bottom horse can run here. But I'm going to go ahead and use Kamara because it is the right thing to do. That's the Wesley Ward horse, the number 6 Kamara at 2-1. Hate the price, but again, the horse is valid and the horse runs very, very well. So there it is, folks. Your Speed King got the number 3, Lady Rocket, who I love, and I love equally the number 5, Bell's the One. So really, I only got 2 horses in here, 3, 5, 5, 3, Ladies Rockets and Bell's the One. But my third pick would be Kamara. Now, I mean, if you had some cute horses to play in here, I would look at Calypso, the number 9, and the outside horse, Tiz. Splendid News, Wesley Ward. They're way outside. So again, it's 3, 5, 5, 3 for your Speed King in the Madison with the number 6 horse, Kamara, as our third pick for sure. Stay classy in everything you do. We're back at Keeneland. We're happy. Want to give a shout out to my brand new grandson, Mr. Carter, who was born on Tuesday. Man, life just keeps getting much, much better for your Speed King. Thank you so much. Talk to y'all real soon.